Welcome, Bob Elmore. This is the HorrorCon YouTube channel. This is going to be our first outing. We've had a few just before you, but how are you so far?
Oh, I'm doing great. It was a fantastic town. Everybody has been great. I mean, absolutely gracious people.
Yeah.
You know, and I've had a blast.
How are you finding HorrorCon so far?
Real good.
Yeah.
Light, a nice crowd. Just everything has been good about it. They've been really good to me personally too.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah.
Let's go on to how you come to be a stuntman. How did you get started in being a stuntman?
There's an amusement park in California called Knott's Berry Farm, and they had a Wild West stunt show. And years ago, I got into that and played a character in that. And you know, after a couple of years, I thought, well, I'm going to try this to do it for real and be professional about it. And I got into the guild through a commercial, and it took 3 years, but then I finally got my first paying actual stunt job.
Yeah.
And then from there, I almost 30 years worth of work.
Wow.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Got
injuries
beat up
along the way?
Pardon me?
A load of injuries along the way?
Not too bad. I mean, I got cut up on a couple things really bad. And I've lost my eyelashes and my eyebrows in a fire. We did a fight in a fire and stuff like that. Yeah. It's just that now that I'm getting older, you know, everything's starting to hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's the price right there. But I have a great retirement. I've been all over the world. Yeah. You know.
So you've enjoyed it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So is there any, like, you've filmed a scene, you've had a big knock, and you thought, oh, the director's not going to like that, but it actually ended up being in the film or wherever you were?
I did. I was doubling John Goodman on a film called Everybody's All American, and they killed the character, and then they threw him through a glass pane that had and it was real glass because they had an etching on it. Yeah. So they had two of them, and I was just praying that the first one would be okay, and that's the one I got really cut up real bad on. So I went through. Everybody was happy, and then I'm bleeding like a stuck pig on the floor. And I went up to him, I go, well, we can do one more if you want. He goes, no, that was great.
Still
so I'm going, oh, thank you. So on the way to the hospital I went, yeah.
What's been the most challenging stunt that you've done in the time that you've been a stuntman?
The one that really almost got me was I did a 50-foot or 55-foot backwards going downstairs. I threw myself, I hit one time, bounced, and landed in front of the camera, and the camera operator jumped in front of the camera, so it messed up the shot. So now I had to go, and that one just beat me up, and so I had to go do that again after I had a little talk with him. Yeah. And I told him, don't ever do that. I don't care what that camera costs, you know. So I did it again, and it worked out great, you know, and I hobbled off, and the paramedics checked me out, you know. It was just beat up. You know,
just getting beat up for a living. That's
oh, yeah,
sounds like,
absolutely.
So before the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the second one, did you watch any other horror films before that?
You know, I was old time, you know, The Mummy, Frankenstein, Dracula, the old Universal stuff like that. That was my upbringing. And I never heard of Texas Chainsaw Massacre until we got the job. Yeah. And we were in California rehearsing for some of the parts. So I went and rented it, and I go, oh my gosh, this is crazy, you know. I go, ooh, yeah, here we go.
Did you watch the previous Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I did see that one time, yeah. And but ours was so completely different. Yeah. They're both very unique. Yeah. You know, so those two, I've seen the rest, and I don't care for them personally, but that's okay. Yeah. You know.
that's honest.
Yeah.
That's what we want. So obviously with the movements that, you know, obviously Leatherface does, did you have to kind of like, did you do anything movement-wise to learn yourself into getting into that chain-wielding maniac?
Well, the chainsaw weighed 75 pounds, so it was just that, you know, it was, I don't know, it was really, really hard to deal with that. But I figured the character was going to be very physical, and that's how I went. Just everything was hard, fast, you know, beat as much as beat whoever up as much as I could, but really hard. You know, nothing light, and that's what I went with that to make. Hopefully that came across, but man, oh man, what a deal!
It was. Obviously, you're a big strapping boy.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So that
today
just the presence, you know?
Yeah, we were all in shape back then.
Yeah.
So yeah, and good God, I'm so glad I was, because that was just it was the most difficult job I ever had because of the conditions we were working under. It was 110 every day, 110 degrees every day, 100% humidity every day, and about 150 to 160 degrees on the set because of all the lights that were on. So you were working in such stress. It was, you know, you couldn't drink enough water. You just sweat it all out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was very challenging.
Must have been very restricted with that mask on as well.
Absolutely, it was.
Yeah.
You know, I had to tie it really tight on my head so I could see, because I was doing so much stuff. You know, otherwise you didn't have to really. You could see out of it, but you didn't. But when I was working, I had it really tight on my head, so that was really creating problems too. But
so what was really tough, like stunt wise, with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2? Was there any kind of complexity to it?
Dealing with on the truck was really challenging.
Yeah.
And I think they filmed it 1 day or 2 days. The lighting was really bad, and so we had to go do it again. So here we go again. Now the second time we did it, almost to the very end, and I broke my wrist trying to not kill the two actors that were in the car.
Yeah.
You know, and these were live chainsaws, and they had chains on them. The only thing they dulled the teeth, grind them all down, but it was still rolling. You know, and we're so we're. And it's a two-stroke, so the oil was everywhere, you know, and you just really had to be really careful and to do that. And so right before they had one more scene to do, I broke my wrist, and then Tom Morga got the costume on and did the last shot of the bridge, you know, and he almost got killed on that one.
Really?
Because he slipped out of the going backwards. Very famous stuntman that was driving, Al Wyatt Jr., who worked on Dukes of Hazzard forever and a day, going backwards and hit the brakes a little bit too hard. He slipped out the back, but we were on a tether, thank goodness, you know, so that saved him.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of stuff. Then so I worked the rest of the show with a broken wrist.
Oh. So lifting up that 75-pound.
And it was just a pain in the ass. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I think anyone in their right mind would be like, that is a ball ache.
Absolutely.
So when you was on set, was there any wow moments for you being on set that you were that you was in awe of?
Oh, that was Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
He was just like, you know, your jaw was dropping when he was around, because he was just, you know, so intense.
Yeah.
You know, but then so cool too. I mean, it just really.
He wasn't uptight always on set.
No,
he was so approachable.
No, he was approachable, and you know, and we worked a lot together on a bunch of stuff. So you know, it was really nice, you know, to be called Bob by Dennis Hopper.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
First name basis.
Oh yeah.
So, out of all the stunt work and work that you've done, what have you found most rewarding?
I think it was the whole career. You know, I mean, I'm luckily to be able to say, yes, I was a professional stuntman for almost 30 years, and I made a good living. I have a great retirement. You know, I can't walk too well now, but that's the price you pay, and that's fine. I paid that price. I'd do it all over again.
But you enjoyed every single
everything. I mean, I've been all over the world, all over the United States working, and it was just a great experience.
Have you got one area, one country that you've enjoyed the most? That you do visit and you think, you know what?
You know, I'm going to say right here. I mean, everybody's just been so great to me. You know, absolutely.
Well, it's just to master your craft, aren't you? Really,
Oh,
that's what people like, you know.
Absolutely.
One last question I've got here. Obviously, you're retired. If a call come up and it said, Bob.
You know, I've had a couple, and I said, no, I can't. I can't fall down anymore.
No, you can't.
You know, if they want somebody to like stand around an old fart with a beard standing around, absolutely, I could do that. But no, I'm not falling down anymore.
No. Well, Bob, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the YouTube channel, the Horicon YouTube channel. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate it. And I'll tell everybody thank you. I'm having a great time here in Birmingham, and this is absolutely great. Too bad it's too cold, but that's all right.
It is, but we'll brave the cold for you.
But look at the sun. I mean, the sun's out. Who cares? Go out there.
That's it. Thank you very much, Bob. Absolute pleasure. Remember to like and subscribe and share to this. And we'll see you all next time with another great interview at HorrorCon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. One more question we've got here, Bob, for you. Just a generic question we're asking everyone. What is your favourite horror icon?
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to say Freddy. Robert Englund. Man, oh, man, oh, man. I've worked with Robert on a couple of different TV shows over the years.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And but what a good guy.
Yeah.
But what a character.
Oh.
I mean, you know, that the characters is too much.
Yeah.
So that I'm probably, out of all of them, that's probably the one I really, for me personally.